Anyway, yeah, we're talking about the Browns today again. It's been a long time. To be honest, the reason I stopped covering the Browns is there was nothing to talk about. We were the same team every week that, like, I couldn't even say anything new. Every week, all right, well, we play safe. We don't turn the ball over, but we don't move the ball, so we only really get field goals. And then we lose because our defense can't hold forever, and we're just doing third and out. So there wasn't really much to cover. Even with Dillon Gabriel wasn't really making progress. He was just there. But now there is something to talk about. It's Shedeur Sanders. And I do want to talk about him because I've been a big advocate for him to be starting, and he looked like trash. Yeah, he looked like trash yesterday. However, I think there's places to grow, and I think if we give him a week of time, we're going against a weak Raider secondary, I think he'll look all right. I want to see 1 week of him actually being, like, confirmed a starter, not coming in late, which I thought would be the worst thing to happen to him if he did have to start. So that did happen to him, and look what happened. So, but no, I think Shedeur, he looked like garbage, to be honest. He took bad sacks, he threw bad interceptions, but I will tell you this, though. He's 10 times more entertaining to watch than Dillon Gabriel. He was throwing the ball deep. It might have been very not going to receivers, but you know what? You take it. You take that. You take the hero ball. Hero ball is more entertaining to watch than 217, to be honest. We have nothing to lose. So, yeah, no, that's Shedeur starting. Here's the honest opinion. Here's my honest opinion about all that stuff now, and really been more over the top with it. But the honest truth is, yeah, Shedeur looked like trash, but I think a lot of it can be doubled down to being Shedeur, just being Shedeur Sanders and having that hero ball aspect, what we all saw with him taking those bad sacks and a couple bad throws. But at the same time, I think that he needs some snaps. He needs first team reps. He needs first team reps. I'm not thinking it's making an excuse really, because it's weird. It's weird to talk about because, yeah, it's hard to get your timing down when you've never thrown a route to one guy or never thrown a route to this guy, which will affect timing and all that. So that is true. And I think we're going to see probably improvement there. But it's also hard to come in as any backup in the league. And there's no backup in the league. I'm confident coming in and starting for the Browns because we don't have anything for them to really build off. You don't have a number one wide receiver you can really feed. You don't have a good O-line. You don't really have so you can't really feed the running backs. Our team relies off play action. Kevin Stefanski, his whole thing is play action. And when you don't have a good O-line, good luck running play action, right? So all that in total really led to that team just failing. I think Shedeur was put in a bad spot. I thought Shedeur would look like trash if he came in for injury. If Dillon Gabriel got injured, I thought that would exactly what happened. He looked like trash because he needs time with these guys. And I think you really saw it more, actually, not with the passes or anything. It was the pass protection packages. He couldn't communicate with the line correctly and get his people set, which I don't know if he can fix that in a week. That might take a whole off season. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I want to see what happens with that, especially against this Raider defense, which is, it has Maxx Crosby. It has Maxx Crosby. That's the honest truth. And Maxx Crosby, he's pretty fucking good. So, I really don't want to see him next week, to be honest. Honest truth, but I hope to God I don't see him next week. That is the honest truth. If we can delete him from existence, I would. He's going to probably destroy us next week. But we'll see what Dillon Gabriel do. I think he'll push the ball downfield more. We'll see if he can hit Isaiah Bond, who I think has been open so many times this year. Just on deep routes, and we just haven't hit him. So we'll see how he can do that. See if he can build a connection there. And to be honest, there's not really much to talk about on this team. I guess I didn't talk about Tommy Rees. Tommy Rees got the team looking better. Yeah, that's about it. He gets the ball to Jerry Jeudy a lot more and wide receivers a lot more, but hasn't really improved the team, to be honest. He hasn't improved the team much at all. I really haven't seen anything really prove that much. I think the team looks slightly better. I really do, but other than that, I don't really think it's looked that great. To be honest, it's looked mid. It's looked mid again. Slightly better. Like maybe we get 20 more yards of offense now. Whatever. And like I said, the problem with the Browns, there's not really much to talk about. I guess I can talk about the draft since we're going to be drafting top 3. I don't want to draft quarterback. I'd rather do another year Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel sucking if it meant we get the best left tackle and then a wide receiver later in the round. We need that more. I think I'm more of a big advocate of drafting around a quarterback beforehand, getting the pieces beforehand, and then drafting your guy and giving him a nice, stable thing, and that he doesn't have to really work through. He doesn't work through a bad O-line or a bad receiving unit or both. I'd rather get him a better starting crew than whatever the fuck we're putting out there every week. So that's where I'm at. I'd much rather wait for us next year to a quarterback. Let's see what happens from there, you know. But that's the honest truth. I don't think there's a generational quarterback. There's no quarterback in this draft. I'm going, okay, well, we have to draft him. Well, I just don't think there's a guy like that in this draft. So I think it's better just to get your O lineman. To get O lineman. If we drafted 2 tackles in the first round, I'll be happy. If we need O line help so bad, it's not a bad pick. And then you can do whatever you're doing, Gabriel and this. Sador Sanders. Whoever one you choose, probably gonna be doing Gabriel, unless Sador shows out tomorrow or not tomorrow. Well, next week. And then see how they do against with an O line that can maybe protect them. That's about it. That's all you can really do. And the Browns are just such a team where like they're just going, yeah, we're just waiting for the season to be over. We're just waiting for the season to get over, get the free agency, get to the draft, and that's about it. That's all. That's all this team wants right now. It's to get this season over with. They don't really care about winning. That's the honest truth. And it's hard to talk about a team that doesn't care about winning because they don't. It doesn't matter what I say because we're gonna lose, and we're just waiting for us to get better in the offseason. That's what makes it so hard. I think Kevin Stefanski's going to stay. I don't think we were going to change anything either. So that's the honest truth. And I don't even have much else to say. Because it was Sador. I can talk more about Sador really and talk more about how, all right, he had a little lay on routes. He really couldn't get pass protection down. He took bad sacks. But I also can go, he made 2 really deep good passes. I think he passed Isaiah Bond. It's not bad. He escapes a sack and then he gets. There's a little inaccurate, there's a little off with Isaiah Bond, which you can probably fix maybe with some reps to Isaiah Bond. So that's really going to help him get that timing down. And also, he made a very good pass to Larbadan. The corner made a great play on the ball. So, like, his deep throwing, he likes to throw it deep, and I think that's 10 times more entertaining. That's what I want to shoot about Sador Sanders, and why I want Sador Sanders to start for the rest of the year now is I have more fun watching him. He airs the ball out. It's funner to watch a guy air the ball out and throw interception than just check down and not moving. So yeah, and I think I will stream the next week's game just because I am interested in it. I haven't been streaming these games because, well, they're very boring. That's the honest truth. They're so boring. In fact, I just can't commentate over it. There's nothing's happening. Nothing exciting is happening. We don't put the ball deep. We don't get first downs. We don't steadily move drives or anything. We just exist. We don't get field goals. We don't get touchdowns. Hard to talk about a team that just goes 3-0 all the time. It really is. It's really hard to commentate over that. But I might do next week because I'm just interested. See what really happens. So that's all for now. I just want to take a quick little talk about the Browns before, and now my voice hurts. So, but no, thank you guys for just spending your time with me, and I'll catch you guys next time.